Grounding down through your sit bones, lengthening through the crown of your head. Maybe close your eyes for a few moments. And just notice your breath. Try not to change it at this point. Hands can rest comfortably in your lap or on your knees. Try not to change the breath just yet. Just notice it. Notice the quality of the breath. Notice the breath coming in, the breath going out. Maybe this is the first time that you've had time to pause all day and just notice that we're actually breathing. When you're ready, you can begin to deepen the breath, lengthening your inhale and your exhale. Growing nice and tall as you inhale, lengthening through the crown of the head. And exhaling, sliding your shoulders away from your ears. Continuing to sit up nice and tall, maybe drawing the navel towards the spine. Softening the jaw. Just dropping in here. Beginning the ritual of arriving on your mat. Draw your palms to heart center. And we'll take 3 deep breaths in together, opening the mouth as we exhale. So draw the breath in, deep inhale. Hold at the top. And open the mouth, exhale. Twice more, deep breath in. Filling the belly. Pausing for a moment at the top. And open the mouth, let it go, exhale. And one more, deep breath in. Holding. And exhale. Start to bring your palms to your knees if they're not there already. Gently bat the eyelashes open. We're just going to start the Sufi grind. So that just involves making small circles with your spine, inhaling the heart forward and exhaling to round. Kind of like a seated cat-cow. Arching the chest forward, rounding backward. Noticing how your core is starting to turn on as you move around in a circle. Feeling your sit bones ground down. Involving the neck as much as you'd like. Just being gentle there. And then reversing your circle when you're ready and you feel nice and even. Deep breath as you move forward. Full exhale as you round backward. Slowly start to bring your circles to a close, making them smaller and smaller. Until you're sitting up nice and tall, lengthen through the crown of your head again. And then we'll inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist to your left. Actually, that's your right, either one. It's my right, probably your left. Inhale to lengthen through the crown of your head and exhale to twist. Tenting your fingertips behind you, gazing over your right shoulder. Sweep back through center, inhale the arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale, twist to the other side. Palm comes outside your knee. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Gazing over your shoulder. Lengthening the exhale if you can. And then move back through center. Inhale the arms up and overhead once more. And just fold over your legs. Release the head and neck. Maybe starting to work in that Ujjayi breath, the ocean breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Making a soft ocean sound with your exhale. Slightly closing off the back of the throat when you exhale. Walk your fingertips back in. Switch the crossings of your legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead once more. Stretch nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward. Coming down onto your elbows if that's available to you. Soften your jaw, your shoulders, your head and neck. Crawl the fingertips back in. And then start to move onto all fours, tabletop, shifting forward. Knees come underneath the hips, wrists come underneath the shoulders. Nice flat back, long spine. We're just going to start to move into some cat-cow. So dropping the belly, lifting the chest at the same time, inhaling, and then exhaling round. Draw the shoulder blades apart on your back. Continue with your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Clawing through the fingertips. Initiating this movement with your tailbone. Pointing the tailbone up when you inhale and down when you exhale. Take one more full cycle. Inhale and exhale. And then start to come to a neutral spine. Once more, tabletop. Start to plant your left palm in the center. Inhale your right arm up and overhead. And then exhale, thread the needle. Come down onto that right shoulder. Square up your hips. Rest your head. Option for the other arm to come forward or take a half bind. Or stay right where it's at. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, press into that palm. Go for a counter twist, lifting that arm up once more. And plant it back down right where the left palm was. Inhale the left arm up. And then exhale, thread your needle. Coming down onto that shoulder. Resting your head, squaring your hips. Option for that other arm to extend forward or tuck into your left hip crease. It doesn't have to be the same as the first side. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, press into your right palm. Go for that counter twist. Reach up nice and tall. And plant it back down. Start to shift backward on your knees a little bit so you can start to, we're just going to warm up the wrists a little. Start to face the fingertips towards your knees. You can do one hand at a time if it's a little bit too much. Just shifting your hips back. You can come forward and back if that feels good to you. And then face fingertips side to side, shifting forward and back. And one more, flip your palms so your fingers face towards your knees, your palms are face up. Gently sending your hips back once more. Shift back so your heels or your sit bones come to your heels. Interlace your fingers all together and just start some wrist rolls. Got a lot of little parts in your wrist, so it's good to take care of them, warm them all up. Especially if you have if you like to do handstands or anything like that, it's really important to warm up the wrists, even just for down dog. Or regular vinyasa flow, it's good to have nice warm wrists. So these are good little warm-ups. You can reverse, go one way, then the other. And then make a little basket with your hands. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up and overhead, palms face up. Stretch up nice and tall. Maybe lean to your side, on your other side. And then come back into your tabletop. Bring your big toes to touch, knees nice and wide on the mat. Start to shift your hips back, crawl your fingertips forward. Send your forehead towards the floor, coming to child's pose. Just melt into the floor here. Feel the mat, the earth rising up to meet you. Rock your forehead from left to right. Send your hips back, crawl your fingertips a little more forward, maybe tenting the fingertips. Breathe deep, come to find stillness. Maybe setting an intention for your practice here. This is a Hatha flow class, so it's kind of warming, cooling, good for beginners, but it's also good for experienced yogis to just kind of slow it down. Maybe take some more time in the postures. So maybe your intention is just to slow it down just for this hour of your day. One more full breath in and out. And then start to slither forward onto your belly, bringing your palms underneath your shoulders, zipping the legs up together, pointing the toes. Inhale to press up for a baby cobra, gentle back bend. Exhale, release, come all the way down. Twice more, get a little bit taller each time. Claw through your fingertips, inhale, press up. Exhale, release. Last one, this one, you can go for full cobra. Deep breath in. Exhale, come all the way down. Start to make your, I can't really do it because I'm near the wall, but make your arms out into a T. And you're just gonna roll onto your right shoulder, opening up for, for twisted cross. Rolling onto your right side body, resting your forehead. Maybe I'm gonna take the option to kind of cactus the arm. That's a pretty intense stretch. So just be really gentle there if you take that option. One more deep breath in. Exhale, roll back through center. Come over onto your left side. Twisted cross on the other side. Again, option to take the cactus arm or not. It's a pretty intense shoulder stretch, so just be gentle with yourself.
Heavy chats.
Yeah. Breathe deep. And then come back through center. Start to come up onto your elbows, forearms come parallel, setting up for a Sphinx pose. Elbows are underneath your shoulders. You can claw through your fingertips. Be really gentle in the neck here. We don't want to be crunching in the neck. So just gaze forward about 2 feet in front of you. Draw the belly button towards the spine, press out of your hips, press out of your shoulders, maybe get a little taller. And then exhale, come all the way down. And start to bend the knees, windshield wiper the heels back and forth. Little low back release here. Gently set your feet back down. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders. Start to tuck your toes under. Engage your quads. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press up to high plank. Stay here for a couple of breaths, pressing away from your mat, maybe shifting forward and back on your heels, your toes, building some heat. Draw the belly button towards the spine. Another deep breath in here. And then exhale, send your hips high for down dog. Pressing into the heels, walking your dog, pedaling out here. Clawing through the fingertips. Finding one point behind you to gaze at, your drishti or focal point. Rotate your biceps forward, sink into your heels. Deepen the breath. Start to widen the feet. Draw your hands towards your feet. Coming into a forward fold here. Just let it hang, ragdoll. Maybe grabbing onto opposite elbows, swaying from side to side. Release through the head, the neck, the upper back. Soften through the knees. Release your hands, just hang in ragdoll. Maybe shifting forward and back. And then start to walk your hands all the way back into your down dog. Sink your heels towards the floor. Deep breath in. And then exhale, start to tippy toe forward. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Feet come hip distance apart. Take a halfway lift, slide the palms up the shins. Nice long neck, long spine. Press into your palms. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. We'll do two more of those. Inhale, press into your palms. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Full body stretch. Wiggle the fingertips. Look up. Exhale your palms to heart center. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Start to come into a steeple grip. So it's hard to see on here, but I have my fingers, all of my fingers interlaced except for my pointer. So little like Charlie's Angels thing. So start to come to steeple grip, overhead, deep breath in. Exhale, bend over to the right. Shining the hip points forward, opening up through the chest. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, back up through center. Deep exhale through the over to the other side. Once more, deep breath in. Stretch all the way up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, back up. Separate your hands. Wiggle the fingertips. And then exhale, drop everything. Widen your stance. Come into willow tree. Rotating your arms around your body. It's okay to lift the heels here if that feels good to you. Just let it all go. Let the day thus far roll off your shoulders, your arms out and off to the sides. You can close your eyes here if you wish. And then come back to stillness. Make your circles a little smaller. Heel toe your feet back into hip distance. And inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Some slow sun salutations here. So plant the palms, step back to your high plank. Deep breath in. And then exhale, lower the knees, chest and chin all the way down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, release. Go through tabletop or high plank to your down dog. Exhale. Paddle it out once more in your down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step forward, exhale. Inhale for halfway lift, slide the palms up the shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and overhead. Maybe a little micro back bend here, engage the core. Exhaling, palms to heart center. Deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Couple more of those, nice and slow. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the palms, step back, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, send the hips high for down dog. Bend the knees, gaze forward and inhale. Step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Look up, reach back. Exhale, palms, heart center. Deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. It's a nice chorus. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Plant the palms, step or jump back, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, press away from your mat, cobra. Draw the shoulder blades back. Exhale, curl the toes, send the hips high, down dog. Bend the knees, gaze forward, inhale, step or hop forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ground down, inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Maybe micro back bend here. Exhale, palms to heart center. Deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Pause here for a moment, maybe close your eyes. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Tuck your tail. Notice how you feel. And then release the arms to your side, coming into mountain pose, really grounding down here, like growing roots through the bottoms of your feet into the ground. Maybe lifting the toes, spreading the toes, setting them back down, engaging the legs, tuck the tail. Palms come face up by your side, slide the shoulder blades down the back body, engage the arms, tuck the chin just a little bit, engage everything, pause here. Breathe deep. And then let it go, shake it out. Just gonna do a baby back bend here. Just start to bring your palms into we're sticking your hands in your back pockets. So just fingertips face down, thumbs can come to the outside edges of your hips. Deep breath in. And then exhale, just release into your palms. Gaze up, little back bend here. Inhale all the way back up. And then exhale, bend. Sink into your palms. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend. Inhale all the way back up, shake it out. Just gonna do a quick little tree here. Ground down into your left leg. Send your energy there. Bring your hands to your hips. Start to draw the right knee in towards the chest and then plant it on the left leg. Pressing the foot into the leg into the foot. Gaze up. Find your focal point. And then grow your tree however you'd like. Maybe cactusing the arms, palms at heart center, or up and overhead. Gaze at your focal point. Remember your intention. Breathe. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, let it go, shake it out. Tree other side. So ground down into your right leg. Lift your toes, spread your toes, set them back down. Hands come to your hips. Draw the left knee in towards your chest. And then plant the sole of your left foot onto your right leg somewhere, just not on the knee. Notice if this side is different. Usually our balance is different on either side. This one's a little bit trickier for me today. And then grow your tree however you'd like. Extra challenge, close your eyes. Sway. Open your eyes. One more deep breath in. And exhale, let it go, shake it out, fall out. Bring your hands to your hips. Start to inhale the left leg up into your chest and step it back. Crescent lunge, high lunge. Really bending into this knee. Sending the heart forward, all 10 toes face forward. Take up space on your mat. Energetically draw your inner thighs together. Deep breath in. Sweep the arms up and overhead, thumbs face back. Open up through the chest. And then exhale, plant the left palm, open up to the right, twisting crescent. Shimmy your left toes back a little bit more so you have some more space. Really open up through the chest here. Gaze up. Deep breath in. And then exhale, plant the right palm down next to your right foot, lower the back knee, coming into low lunge. Inhale to send the heart forward, gaze forward. Deep breath in, deep breath out. If this is too much on your knee, you can always flip your mat or find a little cushion somewhere. Start to come up, bring your palms up onto your thigh here. Open up through the chest, really bending into that front knee, feeling a nice stretch in your left hip flexor here. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, full expression of low lunge. Look up, maybe arch back just a little bit. Deep breath in. Exhale, plant the palms. Start to shift your right hip back. Crawl the fingertips back. Left hip is over left knee. Flex your right toes, half split. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine to a nice flat back. And exhale, fold. Plug your right femur into your right hip. Start to plant your left palm down. And then just gently open up to the right side of your space here. Lift your right arm up towards the sky, maybe gaze up. Breathe deeply here, find that Ujjayi breath. Exhale, set it back down, shift forward on that foot, coming back into your low lunge. Untuck the back toes, step forward, fold forward. Just let it all go. Drape your arms, drop your belly onto your thighs. Take a moment here. Start to catch your hips. Inhale all the way up. Roll your shoulder blades back. Don't be too aggressive. Lauren's really getting into the back bend theme for tonight. Hands come to your hips. We just did the right side, so we're going to do the other side. Ground down into your left foot. Lift your left toes, spread your left toes. Inhale the right knee into the chest. Exhale, step it back for crescent lunge, high lunge. Hands stay at your hips for now while you get your setup in place. Widen your stance. Send your right hip forward and your left hip back. All 10 toes are facing forward. Back heel is lifted. Right leg is nice and strong and straight. Send the heart forward. Nice proud crescent lunge here. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Thumbs face back. Slide your shoulder blades down. Gaze up, draw the belly button to the spine. Maybe arch backward just a little bit. Engage your core. Deep breath in. Exhale, begin to plant the right palm down, twist open to the left. Shimmying your toes, your right toes back so you can really broaden through the heart space here. Crack your heart open. Gaze up. Breathe deep. On your next exhale, plant your left palm down next to your left foot. Lower the back knee down. Coming into your low lunge. Again, flipping your mat if you need to for extra support under that knee. And then inhale to send the chest forward. Really sinking into that front knee. Feeling that lovely hip stretch. Begin to come up onto your left thigh. Open up through your chest. Breathe really deep here. Find that Ujjayi breath. Send it to wherever you feel sensation. Energetically draw your inner thighs together. And then sweep your arms up and overhead. Again, maybe a little micro back bend here. Begin to plant your palms down, shift back in your hip, finding half split. Flex your toes towards your face, micro bend in the knee. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, fold over that leg. Notice how you feel here. Begin to plant your right palm down and then open up to the left side of your space. Maybe gazing up at your left fingertips. Twisting half split here. Notice where you're grounded down in your heel, your right hand, your right leg. Grip the mat with your hand. Start to set your left hand back down. Shift forward onto that left foot, coming back into low lunge. One more time. Then untuck the back toes. Step it forward, fold forward. This time option to grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale for a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Drop the belly onto the thighs. Bend the knees so they make contact. And then work to straighten the knees a little bit more, but if the belly loses contact, just rebend. Get grounded here. Again, like roots are growing through the bottom of your feet into the earth. Release your hands, start to widen your stance just a little bit, about hip mat distance apart, and send your hips toward the floor, coming into a yogi squat. So shifting back and forth if you want to. I really like to, some people just like to drop right in and immediately in their yogi squat, but I like to shift back and forth, kind of really feel it out. It just feels good in my hips too, especially if they're tight. But once you kind of feel like you're evened out and more comfortable, just lengthen through the spine, tuck the tailbone down, as if somebody had a string on the top of your head and was pulling. Just get nice and tall here, pressing your elbows into your thighs, palms come to heart center. Plant your right palm kind of near your right foot, then open up, a little twist here. Open your left palm towards the sky, gaze up. Deep breath in, and then exhale, switch, plant your left palm, twist open to the right. And then plant it back down. Start to shift forward, just come into tabletop again. So knees come underneath the hips. You might have to reposition yourself on your mat. I didn't come up with a graceful transition for that, so. So tabletop again, wrists are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. And then start to walk your hands in, come up onto your knees. So your feet are behind you. Hips are shining forward, tailbone is tucked. We're just going to begin by coming into a little baby camel here. So it's kind of what we did standing. I'm just going to rotate so you can see. Bring your fingertips behind you, face down like if they were in your back pockets. Thumbs are on the outside of your hips. Deep breath in. And then exhale, just sink into your palms. Little baby camel here. Engage your core. Inhale, come back up. We'll do that a couple more times, just warming up. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend backward. And once more, inhale, back up through center. Exhale, press into your palms. Draw the belly button towards the spine. Inhale all the way back up. Sink your butt towards your heels. Just come to a nice neutral spine for a moment. Maybe roll the shoulders back. Making small circles. And then the other way. And then come back up onto your knees. Tuck your toes under this time. And if you feel like you've had enough with baby camel, you can absolutely stay there with the hands in the back pockets. Or you can begin to bring your hands to your ankles and arch backward. Really only dropping the head and neck if it feels comfortable to you. Just open up through the chest here. Breathe deep. And when you're ready, come all the way back out again. Point the toes, sink your hips towards your butt, or your hips towards your heels. Take a moment here. Again, maybe roll the shoulder blades back and forward. And we'll do one more option for the full camel. So come up onto your knees. Point the toes this time. Release your hands to your heels. Arch backward. Just open up here. Breathe deep. And when you feel like you've received the pose, you can come all the way out. Come back, send your hips towards your heels. Pause here for a moment. We'll take a few deep breaths together. Inhaling and exhaling. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable. Back bends tend to initiate a sympathetic nervous system response, so you can feel your heart rate. One more full deep breath in. Full exhale. Begin to widen the knees, big toes come to touch, crawl your fingertips forward, come into child's pose. Forehead comes all the way down. Feel that low back release. Just sink into the floor. Notice any thoughts or emotions that are coming up here. Just gently let them go. Stay with the breath, the ocean breath. Start to shift all the way back up into tabletop. Bring the knees together. And then you're just gonna roll onto one side over here and bring your legs long out in front of you. Micro bend in your knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold over your legs. Forward fold. Inhale with a nice flat back. Maintain wherever you have gripping your ankles. And once again, exhale, fold. Start to roll all the way back up. Sitting up nice and tall. Begin to draw your right heel in towards your right hip. Wrap your left arm around. Inhale the right arm up and overhead. And then exhale, twist. Set it behind you, tenting the fingertips, gazing over your right shoulder, flexing through the left toes. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, twist. Sweep back through center, come in for a counter twist. I really like to press my elbow into my knee here. Just feels good on my back. Yeah, that's good. And then all the way back through center. Extend the right leg nice and long. Draw the left heel in. Wrap your right arm around. Inhale, the left arm up. And exhale, twist. Set it behind you. Tenting the fingertips. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist. Flexing the right toes. Gazing over your left shoulder. To the cat. Sweep back through center. Come for a counter twist on the other side. And then send both legs nice and long. Maybe kick out your legs a little bit, your feet. And then draw the sole of the feet together, making a diamond shape with your legs. And then opportunity here for a little foot massage. This is what Adrienne, if you have any Yoga with Adrienne fans out there, she would tell you, you can wash your hands later. Mm-hmm. But just take your thumbs to the soles of your feet. Just kind of work around, massaging your own little feet. Being kind to yourself, your webbed toes if you have them. Working around your ankles, whatever feels good to you. Maybe cracking your toes. I like to do that in Happy Baby. I'm pretty sure it annoys the snot out of everyone. But You can work one foot at a time if that feels good to you. Just don't take it too seriously here. It's just something kind to do for yourself. Breathe deep. And when you feel like you're all evened out, sit up nice and tall, ground down through your sit bones. Maybe grab your ankles or wrap your fingers around your toes if they're cold. Deep breath in. And then exhale, round over your legs. Fold forward. Release through the head and neck. Soften through the jaw. Maybe even close the eyes here. Inhale to roll all the way back up. Deep breath in. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe flap your wings a little bit. And then shift yourself to the, so you're at the center of your mat. We're just going to lay all the way down like this. Supta Baddha, recline butterfly pose. Soles of the feet stay together. Really staying active in the feet, pressing the soles of the feet together so you can see if you can release your hips a little bit more. One palm comes to your heart, one palm comes to your low belly. Lift your hips and tuck your tail to the front of the mat. Just melt into the mat here. Stay present. Stay with the breath. Start to close the knees like a book. Bring the hands to the outside edges of your thighs. Draw the knees in towards your chest. Big hug here. Wrap your arms around your shins. Maybe rock from left to right. Or bring your palms to your knees and make small circles with your low back. I really like the frog option where I bring both knees wide and then scoop them back in. And then you can go the other way. We did a lot of intense back bends today, so just be really gentle with yourself. Then draw your knees into your chest. One more big hug. And then start to cactus your arms or make a big T. Send your knees over to the right side. Supine twist, gazing over your left shoulder. Sending that shoulder towards the floor. Just let it all go. Inhale back up through center. Hug the knees in between. And then once again, cactus the arms, make a big T. Send your knees over to the left, gaze over to the right. Stay with the Ujjayi breath. Lengthening your exhale. Inhale back up through center. Hug the knees in once more. Deep breath in. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then send the heels toward the floor, setting up for a bridge pose. We'll go really easy bridge here. Like if you have a block or something close by, you can even tuck it underneath your tailbone or your coccyx, just for like a restful version. But everyone else will just kind of start to press into the heels, lift the hips. You can grab the outside edges of your mat, tuck your shoulder blades under. Deep breath in and out. Lift the hips nice and high. Press into your heels. And being really gentle here though. Deep breath in. And if you're not on a block, exhale, come all the way down. We'll go for one more. Option to grip the outside edges or interlace fingers and press them into the floor up behind your low back. So deep breath in, come up, lift the hips, tuck the shoulders under, interlace the fingers, send the hips nice and high. Breathe deep. And then exhale, let it all go. Come all the way down. Sneeze if you have to. Oh my gosh. Bring the soles of the feet together. Just come back to Supta Baddha Konasana. One palm comes to your heart, one palm comes to your low belly.
Blow your nose all over the floor if you have to.
Allow whatever's going on in your environment to happen. Even if it's a dog sneezing 45 times. Breathe deep. Stay present. Reminder to laugh. There's so much that has happened this year. It's just important to remember to laugh sometimes. Even if it's just for a couple minutes. Find something or someone that can make you laugh. Put on your favorite show. Laugh at your stupid dog. All right, start to bring the knees back in together. Bring the feet wide on the mat and just knock the knees together. It's just a nice little resting pose. This is a good one for Shavasana. You can rest one palm on your heart, one palm on your low belly here too. This is a nice one if you have low back tension. And start to stretch nice and long on your mat. Make a big X shape with your body. Bring your wrists to the top corners, ankles to the bottom corners of your mat. Take a deep breath in and stretch nice and long. Exhale and cross your left ankle over your right. Right hand grabs your left wrist, banana pose. If it's comfortable to you, I like to even pull on that left arm with my right hand. Really feel that side body stretch. Switch the crossing of the ankles on that side. Just play with it, see how it feels. Inhale all the way back through center. Stretch nice and long. Make a big X. And then exhale over to the other side. Right ankle crosses over left. Left hand grabs right wrist. Again, if it's comfortable to you, really kind of tugging on that right arm with your left hand. Feeling the side body stretch. Breathe deep. On your next exhale, come all the way back through center. Make one more big X. Rotate your ankles and your wrists. Stretch nice and long. And then hug your knees into your chest. Widen the knees, grab the outside edges of the feet, finding happy baby, rocking from left to right, gently. Pressing the feet upward, drawing the hands downward, tucking the tail down. Option to stay here or find one more inversion of your choice. That can be legs up a wall if you're close to a wall, or shoulder stand, coming up onto your shoulders. Bring your hands behind your back. I'm going to do the legs up the wall version. Or you can just send the feet towards the sky. It can be like legs up the wall, just you're kind of maintaining that. I find it takes a little core activation, but just find an inversion. Stick with it. You can also stay with happy baby, like I said. Reversing the blood flow. Finding a different perspective. Just letting go here. Staying for 5 more full breaths in and out. On your 5th exhale, gently making your way to your final pose, your final resting pose, Shavasana. Letting your feet splay out. Also option here to take Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, or feet wide, knees together, if that feels good to you. Any of those 3 options. Just make yourself comfortable here. Tuck your shoulder blades under the back body. Beginning a body scan here, starting at the bottom of your feet. Relaxing as you move your way up. The ankles, the calves, the knees. Relaxing the thighs, the hips, the low back, the middle of your back, your upper back, shoulders, arms, wrists, fingertips, your neck, and your head. Taking a deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. One more quick body scan here on your own, just moving up. Relaxing as you go. Take one more full breath in. And open the mouth, exhale. Melt into your mat, let go of the Ujjayi breath, let go of thoughts. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. Coming back to the surface. Bring small movements to your fingers and toes. Inhale to reach the arms long overhead, full body stretch. And when you're ready, drawing the knees in towards the chest, rolling over onto one side. Resting your head on your arm. Pausing here for a moment, a few breaths. Having gratitude for yourself and your practice, for taking this time out of your day to be with yourself, move with your breath, committing to your practice. When you're ready, slowly, gently press up to a seated position with the eyes closed. Sitting up nice and tall, grounding down through the sit bones, lengthening through the spine, the crown of the head. Drawing the palms to heart center. Take a full breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Thumb tips come up to your third eye, your forehead center. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Together we say, Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.